And good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Gary and Natasha with you on this snowy Monday morning. It is a cold morning, too, and it doesn't sound like it's going to warm up much today.
Yeah, we're seeing more than 200 school and business closings and delays across the state. DPS school buildings and offices are closed, as well as early childhood education classes. There is still remote learning for Denver public schools. Aurora and Douglas County kids are going to get a snow day today. How about that? You know, in a COVID time, snow days still exist. Schools in Fort Collins, including CSU, are also closed. Yeah, we've got all of those closures on our website and the 9 News app. They're also scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Let's get straight over to Kylie for check of the forecast. Gosh, it's so cold.
Yeah, it is. And it makes me kind of happy for those kids that they get an actual snow day instead of just more remote learning. So enjoy it. But if you want to head outside to enjoy the snow, bundle up because, yes, it is so cold out there.
Kylie, thank you. And of course, a snowy ride means snow plows are out on the roads today. We do have team coverage this morning covering the roads. Jordan Chavez in the Denver Tech Center area. How are things looking out there?
Well, Erica, as the sunlight is starting to come up, we're really starting to see these conditions for what they are. They're still extra slushy, and we're also seeing more of that ice that has been hiding underneath the snow this morning. That snow's been allowing. Eddie Randall earlier was giving me a hard time about the fact that I was staying warm in my live truck. Eddie, I got out just for you, and I regret it because I am freezing.
Well, I'm glad, Jordan, and because I didn't want you to show me up, I also got out of the truck. As you guys can see, we finally made it out here to Fort Collins, an area that we're told got about 9 to 10 inches of snow. Take a look. We'll toss it back to Natasha and Gary and say, hey, I'm out of the car. It's 7 degrees, but I'm outside.
And you look good.
Yeah,
Looks like a holiday postcard behind you. Man, it's really nice. All right, thanks, Eddie. 8 wildfires burning across the state right now. 2 of those fires are the first and second largest ever to burn in Colorado. Together, the East Troublesome and Cameron Peak fires have burned more than 625 square miles. The East Troublesome fire is estimated to have destroyed 300 to 400 homes.
The snow helped slow the flames, but the fire is not completely out. John Glasgow has an update on that firefight.
Well, the snow has helped provide firefighters with a break, and the moisture. Natasha, Gary, this fire's far from out, but it is bringing out the humanity in people as well.
Yeah, it's a great story, and you could tell that guy was just so touched by what happened. So
yeah, we're so grateful.
All right, John, thank you much for that. Here are more of your top stories now. This is the Morning Rush. Government facilities in Fort Collins and Erie won't open this morning until 10 because of the weather. The delay also applies to recreational programs in Fort Collins. Critical services like fire, police, and transit will continue, though. CDOT is asking drivers to stay off the roads as much as possible because of the snow, especially in our mountain towns.
We need to keep our roads open for our plows to do their job. We also need to keep our roads clear of crashes as much as possible for firefighters to get to where they need to go.
CDOT says if roads and mountain passes aren't clear between fire areas, crews won't be able to do their job. They are urging anyone who can to work from home. People who have evacuated due to the wildfires can still get their votes in, even if they didn't bring their ballots with them. You can get a replacement at any voting center. First responders and evacuees can also fill out an emergency replacement ballot online by reaching out to your local county clerk. And you can turn in your ballots at any vote center or drop box across the state. It doesn't have to be in your county. That is the Morning Rush.
Hundreds of people tweeted out pictures of the much anticipated snow to help our neighbors and firefighters right now. You shared photos of the snow-covered ground, praying that this would help the fires. Some of you are talking about the difference that a few days make. We're going from burning to the cool down. We're also grateful for that snowfall. So you can share your weather pictures with us. It helps us tell the story. All you got to do is go to the 9 News app and click the Near Me button to upload your photos. But yeah, over the weekend was really thinking about the firefight, and it sounds like that snow did help a little bit.
And speaking of, we did get some pretty incredible totals. We're still waiting for some updates this morning when it comes to some of those numbers, so we'll have that for you in just a few minutes.
Kylie, thank you. Class is canceled for a lot of kids today. It's a great day for a science experiment, and Steve Spangler has one that you can try out at home. We're waking up to temperatures well below freezing this morning, and it's expected to stay that way too. This is a live look up north at Fort Collins right now, where you can see the sidewalks are snow-packed and icy, the roadways icy too as well. CSU is closed today, and so are Fort Collins Public Schools, Loveland and Windsor. Around 200 closures across the state this morning. We've got the list scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but you can also check out the 9 News app or 9news.com for the full list of closings and delays. Kylie, it is just so cold out there too.
Yeah, it really is, and we'll get to those cold temperatures in just a second. But first, let's start off with some of those totals. Again, still waiting for an update this morning. We should get those here in just a bit, but still, these numbers, look at this.
Kylie, thank you. Approaching 717 this Monday. It's been a slow and snowy ride. We've got a new problem out here.
Hey, Colorado, I'm Ryan Fraser. Here's your business brief.
And if you're up north, be careful this morning. There is a ton of snow from the storm over this weekend. This is a live look at I-25 near Mountain Vista Drive in Fort Collins. And as you can see, it's very snow-packed, but at least we're starting to see some of that pavement come through. Let's check in with Kylie now for a check of the forecast. It's cold and a lot of snow fell too.
Yeah, it really did. And we'll show you some of those totals here in just a minute. But Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Kylie Burse here in the 9 News Weather Center. A cold and still snowy in some spots morning. 7 degrees right now when we're looking at Denver. And with a little bit of a breeze, it does feel like it's about 6 below zero. So single digits for most of the Front Range with a couple of spots below zero. And any breeze, it's certainly going to drop that wind chill to below zero, feeling like temperatures. As far as your forecast for today, will stay cloudy with a few snowflakes throughout the morning. Gradual clearing as we get into this afternoon. There is a warm up, though, not today, but it's in my 7-day forecast. I'm going over that on Channel 20.
And right now we want to take a look at that morning ride, looking pretty snowy and even slushy out on the interstate. Definitely moving slowly here. Southbound lanes headed toward us on I-25 at 23rd Avenue. Right now across the Denver metro area, it's all orange and yellow, practically no green. You have to take it easy this morning. Still watching a wreck northbound I-25 and 38th Avenue. Looks like this one just cleared out on northbound E-470, so that's good.
Erica and Kylie, thank you. Here's a look at the other headlines we're following this morning.
And this is the silver lining, right? Everything is lost, but this is the silver lining. We're still together. We're still human beings. We're neighbors. We're friends. We're family, and we love each other.
With reports of hundreds of homes lost in the East troublesome fire, people living up north are still staying positive. We have an update on how the snowstorm helped the firefight. Then Adams County is cracking down on COVID-19 as cases continue to rise across Colorado. We're talking about the new restrictions. A tribute to patriotism from the Civil War today. A new display in Niwot is honoring America's heroes and telling their stories.